Oh, yo, I think they're here.
Oh, look who pulled themselves away from Netflix for a leg workout.
Thanks for joining us.
I like that. Hey, I'm Brent Clark.
I'm Chris Bazzelli.
We are with TriHealth Corporate Health, and today we're going to go through a nice little leg workout for you. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to do 3 rounds of a bunch of exercises. The first round, you're going to follow along with Buzz, and I'm going to kind of coach you, teach you, and explain the moves exactly so that when we get into rounds 2 and 3, we're just going to dive right into it and go at full speed, and you can follow both of us being fully confident in what it is that we're doing. So I'm ready if you are.
I'm always ready.
The finger guns. All right, the first one we're going to do is just a basic squat. I will give you a warning with how this workout is going to go. You're going to do a lot of squatting today. You can do these with dumbbells if you like. You can do them without dumbbells. The only thing you need for this workout is just yourself. But if you want to be a brave Captain America type person like Buzz here, add in some dumbbells. So all of the exercises that we do are going to be for 15 reps, so easy counting, all right? First one's going to be a squat. Buzz is going to get it started. Feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. Your toes are going to be pointed out slightly. The reason we point the toes out slightly is so that the knees can track outwards. Do not let your knees cave in while you're squatting. Nice tight abs and a flat back all the way through. The head is in line with the spine. Please do not crane your neck like this while you squat. It's in line with the spine, down and straight up. Perfect. Do a few from the side, Buzz. How many?
12.
12? And what we're looking for on depth here, hold your last one, hold your 15 at the bottom, is we're looking for the crease of the hips to be at least the same height as the highest point of the knee. Okay? Cool. Next exercise is going to be a reverse lunge. So, Buzz going to face the camera. Feet are going to be about hip width apart. Again, toes are going to be slightly pointed outwards, not as much as with a squat. What he's going to do is he's going to step backwards as such, and then he's going to return to the starting position. He's going to do 15 on each leg. So technically we're cheating, you're doing 30 here. A couple of things to note while you do these. The feet should stay hip width apart through the whole move. Do not do what we call a tightrope lunge, where the feet end up getting in direct line with each other as you're doing the move. Very bad for the knees, very bad for the hips. We don't want to do that. The weight is going to stay in line with the upper body, which should be in the midline. What you're aiming for, what number are you at, Chris?
9.
Spin sideways for me. So as Buzz continues and as you continue at home, one of the biggest coaching points for me on the lunge is we are looking for 90 degrees in both of the knees. If you're out here with the back leg straight and this knee really bent, it's wrong. If we're back somehow this way, it's also wrong. We're looking for 90 degrees, knees and hips on both legs.
15.
Very nice. Next one, we're going to do another squat variation. This one is a jump squat. You don't want to do this one, Blake?
No.
Okay. So the jump squat is very much similar to the basic squat that we've already done. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to do a powerful move straight upwards so that we're leaving the ground. So you can do these with an arm swing or without an arm swing. What do you like doing?
I like the arms.
So we're going to add an arm swing. Chris is going to go ahead and jump into it. We got 15 of them. Pun alert, jump into
Jump into it.
The way the arm swing works when we do this, at the very bottom, the arms come down, and then as you're going up, that upward ascension is initiated with the arm swing. So when I see people mess up the jump squat, a lot of times it's because they can't get the timing of the arms down. But all the same rules for the squat apply as the jump squat. Same depth, knees going out, toes going out, back is flat, head is not craned straight up. All the same rules. Okay? Next move we're going to do is a glute bridge. So, Buzz's feet are hip width apart. His back is flat on the ground, arms are straight out. All he's going to do is using his glutes, he's going to drive his hips straight up into the air, get a good squeeze and a quick hold at the top, and then slowly lower it back to the ground. And you should feel a lot of the pressure through the heel of your foot as you're doing this exercise. Don't let the abs go completely relaxed either. The abs are going to be tight through this whole thing. Tight abs help protect our back. And again, you want a good squeeze and a slight pause at the top. You don't have to pause forever, but the pause at the top really helps get that final good squeeze. Very nice. Buzz is going to come on up. We're going to do a narrow stance squat here. Like I said, you guys are going to be squatting a lot today. So if you're going to use the weights, position them the same way you did for the first squat. Feet this time are going to be about just inside the hips. Okay? Now, the same rules apply with how our toes are aligned. Again, we do not want our knees tracking inwards with this narrow stance, so the toes are going to be slightly pointed out. If you want to really point the toes out, you're fine. I don't care. But somewhat pointed out so that our knees track correctly. Hit it. And don't lose balance. Now, I'll use this as an example. Get to like 8 for me and turn sideways. There's a lot of discussion in terms of knees and where they're allowed to go when we do any kind of a squat. I am completely fine, and any good squatting coach is completely fine with the knees tracking out over the toes. That is fine. Just make sure that there is also a degree of having the hips drop backwards as though you were going to be sitting in a chair. You should feel this squat a little bit more in the quads than you did the normal width squat. But again, tight abs, back is neutral, head is not craned. Very nice. Thank you. All right, next move we are going to do is going to be the lateral lunge. So the starting position for this is going to be basically with our feet hip width apart. All Buzz is going to do is shift his weight outward one direction, lower himself down on that leg while keeping the other leg fairly straight, and then push off back to a neutral center position. We're going to go 15 on each side. And again, notice how he's shifting the weight onto that leg. Same rules as the squat apply here. Tight abs, neutral spine, head in line with the spine. Remember, a neutral spine is not a spine that is rounded in the back. This is not neutral. We want to be completely flat. Don't stick your butt out more. Don't pick your chest up more. You're aiming for flat. If you have to, use a mirror. When you get done with 15, you're going to switch sides. When you're doing any kind of leg exercise too, we want the weight of our body to go in the middle of our foot. It is where you'll be the most stable. Don't try to get on your heels. Don't try to get on your toes. Outside, inside, we want middle of the foot. So when Buzz is stepping out here and landing, he is landing with his body weight in the middle part of his foot. Where you at, Buzz?
13.
They look very good, don't they? He's quite the athlete. Very nice. All right, next one we're going to do is going to be a skater jump. So a slight variation of the lateral lunge that we just did. For these ones, make sure that you have a good surface on the floor. If you're doing this on socks and carpet, probably not the best place to be doing that. Get some shoes on. But what we're going to do here is go side to side, working our hips and trying to get a little bit of plyometric in. So, Buzz is going to start. He's going to jump from one foot to the other, reach out, with the lead foot. Don't just jump off one and then land flat. Okay, reach out with that other foot. You can see here he's doing a crossover with the back leg. Just adding a little bit of mobility work to this exercise. Important to keep those hips and those knees mobile, reduce injuries. Pacing is important here too. Try to find a nice pace. We're not focused on the speed of this exercise. We're focused on the power that you're putting out as you go from side to side. Okay? Gas a little bit?
A little bit.
You're already sweating.
Can you guys tell?
We're in the first round, already sweating. The next one we're going to do is a sumo squat. So, the sumo squat, the feet are extraordinarily far apart. At least shoulder width apart, but preferably if you can get a little wider, get a little wider. The toes are also going to be very turned out here. It's a little hard to get the same amount of depth that you were getting in the previous squats. Just go as far as you can. But again, make sure that the knees are not caving in. We're going to go for 15 of these. If you want to hold the weight way Buzz is for this one, sometimes people find that it helps them stay a little bit more balanced than if they were to put it on their back or to hold it up on their shoulders. So I'm fine with that. You're going to be a little bit more upright with the upper body in a sumo squat than you would be a traditional squat and really a narrow stance squat like we did before. Same rules apply again with where the pressure is on our foot. We're keeping the weight in the middle part of our foot. Okay? Very nice. Next up, we got stiff-legged deadlift. So if you have weight for this, it's great. Please use it. But what we're going to do here is Chris is essentially going to reach down and try to touch his toes with a slight bend in the knees and a flat back. So why don't you go ahead and do it? We'll walk through it. So where he's trying to feel this is everything in what we call the posterior chain. That's his hamstrings, that's his glutes, a little bit of his low back. But you're going to go down essentially like you're touching your toes, doing a stretch, okay? But with bend in the knees. And when he feels that little bit of stretch in his hamstrings, he's going to come back up, focusing on having that pull be back here in those posterior chain muscles. Again, we're not rounding the back, trying to get down here. He's staying nice and flat. The head is not craned up outrageously. It's nice and in line with the spine. And you are going to go to 15. All right, so the last move that we're going to do is going to be a squat and hold. This is a really good time to practice your squat depth. It's just going to be a 30-second hold.
My time or you time?
I have time.
I don't know if I trust it.
Do you not trust me? I was wondering if you trust me. Same as the initial squat that we did. The only thing you're going to do is hold at the lowest position. And this was Buzz's idea, not mine, so blame him. Hands got to be on the head. So we got 30 seconds. Go. Time has started. Try to focus on maintaining that depth. Remember, we want the crease of the hips to be at least as far down as the top of the knee joint. You are almost to 30 seconds, friend. And you're almost to 30 seconds also.
They're not your friend?
Yeah, you guys are my friend. Almost there. It was 30 seconds a while ago, you're fine.
Woo!
I told them they could get up already. All right.
That's why I don't trust it.
All right, grab a drink of water real quick, and then we'll start rounds 2 and 3. All right, here we go. Ready for round 2? We're going to dive right into it. First up, you got squats. We got 15 of them. And go. Remember, hit that depth. I'm counting on you to count.
Got it.
I don't know if is that a pun? Counting on you to count?
Probably.
Remember, push the knees outward. We do not want the knees caving in like this. Nice flat back.
One more. 15.
Bam. All right, next up, we got reverse lunge. Did you do 15 on one leg and then 15 on the other leg, or did you alternate?
That's what you made me do.
All right. Now, you can go weights up on the shoulders or let them hang down, whichever you want to do. But you got 15, reverse, and go. I'm going to stay same leg.
Okay.
Just because I like the pain, you know?
It does make it worse.
Remember, 90 degrees at the knees and the hips. If you want to take the knee to the floor, that's fine. I'm not saying you have to. I am saying you have to get to 90 degrees though. I'm just taking a guess that I did 15 on that side.
I'm at 10 and 10.
Because I was
11.
jabbering.
11. You want to be all in balance now.
I know.
One more each side. There's my 15.
That's 15. Sure. Pretty sure.
Close.
Yeah. All right, next up, you got jump squats. Hit the depth and focus on a good, powerful upward move. You gonna do arm swings?
Yep.
I will not do arm swings. Ready?
Ooh.
Here we go. Good soft landing. You're way ahead of me here.
Arm swings, man.
It's this. It's the arm swings.
Arm swings.
Oh, they burn!
We get to lay down.
Glute bridge. Drive through the hips. Good squeeze at the top. Go. Tight abs. Nice. I kept up on that one.
That was good. Good strong glutes.
All right. Now we got a narrow stance squat. Remember, toes are out, knees are out. 15. Go. Depth is still important. I already lost count.
5. I wish we were counting by twos.
Try to keep that weight in the middle of the foot. If you feel it rolling to the front or the back, that means you're doing something wrong. Either the hips are going too far back or the knees are coming too far forward. What we got next? Lateral lunge. I'm going to step back a little bit.
You going back? I'll go up.
Yep. Ready?
Okay.
Go. Now, you can do yours with a step, like I do mine, or you can do it like Buzz does, just stationary. It's also important here, again, toes come out just a little bit. We want to keep those knees tracking the right way. I'm going to say that was 15.
There we go.
Oh, you get down there.
One side is always better than the other. I don't know why.
Ooh.
That's when you know fatigue is setting in. Two more.
Oh. You can go on the first side. You got you on the second side.
I fell.
That's true.
I'll do it.
All right, we got skater jumps.
You get the front this time.
Yeah. Now I'm not going to do the crossover with the legs that Buzz showed you in the first round. You are welcome to do them if you would like to. Ready?
Yep.
Let me get the mat out of the way a little bit.
Probably a good idea.
Yep. I'm going to put it in your way.
I'm gonna jump over it.
All right, here we go. Ooh, crossed over too far. Where you at?
10. 10. $15.
Woo! And I ended up doing the crossover about halfway through.
Sumos. Here's your weights back.
Thank you. Okay, remember, a nice wide stance. Toes pointed outward. Chest is going to be a little more upright. Going to 15. Go. $13.
14. 15.
Got it. Liz, we still got one more round after this.
Yes, we do. We all do.
We all do. All right, what we got next?
Stiff leg deadlift.
Stiff leg dead. I'm
You wanna go
wiping
sideways?
the sweat from my brow.
I try to sneak it in there. I go a little
Yeah?
finger wipe.
I'm not a sneaky. All right. Weight out in front of you. Remember, drop the hips back, just like you're reaching your toes, but good flat neutral spine. Go. And the portion of the exercise that we're looking for here is not necessarily the depth that you're getting. You're more looking for that tension in the hamstrings. Make it feel like you're doing something. Once you feel that activation, come on back up.
15.
I'm at 16. Not to brag.
Well, we'll see who holds longer here. Just kidding.
All right. Finally, we got the pause squat. You timing?
I'll time this time. Since clearly he can't be trusted.
All right, I'm going to go to the side.
Ready?
Hold me accountable.
Arms up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Everybody at home, make sure I'm keeping depth.
That's it. Just breathe.
That's 30, right?
Halfway.
That's all?
5 seconds.
You sure?
3, 2, 1, and up.
Good. Grab a drink. And then round 3.
Round 3 coming.
All right. As promised, round 3, we are going to burn right through this one. So try to keep up. First one up is squats. Go. Oh, you're burning way faster than me. I'm not burning that fast. Don't burn so
He
fast.
said burn it.
See, for some people, this is a competition. For other ones, we like to really feel the exercise. That's good enough.
You know what they say though, if you're not first, you're last.
They don't say that. They don't say that. All right, next up we got reverse lunges. Remember, feet stay hip width apart, do not tightrope lunge. And go. Knees do not have to hit the ground, but make sure that you're getting 90 degrees at the hips and at the knees. Again, if you want to do the variation with a little less impact, you can do the no step variation that Buzz is doing.
Some may say it's harder.
I don't know who that is.
I say.
You say? I've lost count already.
15.
And we'll see.
Ish.
Say 15-ish here in a couple. With those of you at home that are doing the step variation, make sure you have your time to finish. There we go. All right, up next, we got the jump squat. I want to join you in the arm swing this time.
All right, but I'm going to go one more because I like to have a little fun with mine, so pay attention.
All right, ready? Here we go. Go. Oh! Today's just a party for Buzz.
All the way around. All the way around. All the way around.
I feel like that was 15 forever ago. Were you counting it all?
No.
No,
Just having fun.
All right, next up we got glute bridges. I'm going to go sideways here.
I'm going to go reverse. Oh,
That's my face.
6 feet.
6 feet.
All right, I'll go over here. Here we go.
Ready? Go. Good squeeze at the top.
One more. 15.
Very nice. Ooh.
Narrow.
Remember, feet just inside the hips, toes and knees still going out. Go. If you're like me and you feel yourself rolling back on the heels, that's probably a sign that you're sitting too far back. Focus on staying nice and centered, right through the midline of the foot. If you're rolling on the toes, the knees are probably coming too far forward. We got 2 more. Good.
Should probably slow down.
A little bit. You're killing me.
Sorry.
All right. Next up, we're going to lateral lunge.
You want to step or you want to hold?
I'll do the step, and then I'll do the step. Let's do the step.
You do the step, I'll do the step, +1. Here we go. Pay attention. Ready? Step, knee up. Step, knee up. Ooh, who regrets the knee up? I do.
Remember, keep those hands right in front of you.
Check.
And we're going to switch sides. And you'll find that you're probably much more coordinated on one side than you are on the other. This is my good side.
This is not my good side, as you can probably tell.
That's fine, if that's the case for you as well. Just focus on learning the checkpoints on your good side. Hey, this is how my foot's landing. Hey, this is where my weight is landing. So that when you go back to the other side, you know what to look for. And eventually you can find that good form. Or you can be like me and never find the good form on the other side.
If you don't know what your good side is, it's usually whatever side you subconsciously start with. So if you're always going to the right first, it's probably your right side.
Yep. What foot you use to take your first step up the flight of stairs? All right, next up we got skater jumps.
Me in front?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay.
I thought you were going to use the weights.
No, but I'm going to go Apollo Anton Ono, gold medal,
All right.
96.
All right, you got 15. Ready? Go. Did you say 1996?
Is that when he got it?
That's way too early for Anton Ono.
Somebody fact check me.
That's... You're counting, right?
Yep. Boom.
Glad you're here.
Sumo.
Wide stance, toes out. Remember, a little more straight up than usual. I'm getting gassed. I don't know how you guys are doing, but...
We're working hard. I know you
Yeah.
are too.
So wide stance, remember, you're going to be a little more straight up than usual. Go. Ah. Woo.
2 more.
Oh yeah.
Deadlift.
Remember, it's not about how far down you go. It's about feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. Ready? Go. Don't let that back round. Stay nice and flat.
One more. 15.
Nice. All right. Squat and hold. You got a timer this time?
I'll time again.
I trust you.
Not a good idea. Here we go. Last set. Best set. 4, 3, 2. Drop it low.
I can sit here all day.
Should we make it weird for Brad? Hey, bud.
Make sure that you guys work out alone.
Keep your 6 feet.
Yeah.
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time.
Whoa.
That feels good.
All right, everybody. Well, we hope you were as tired as we are. As always, I am Brad. This is Buzz. We are with TriHealth Corporate Health. If you would, give us a comment down below. Leave a like. If you want to reach out to us, you can send us an email at virtualwellness@trihealth.com. But we thank you guys a lot for joining us and hope you had some fun.
Don't skip leg day.